First thing you got to know is there's over 5,000 different marketing technologies, and the way you integrate them all is really critical in the odds of you successfully knowing where to spend your money, where to reinvest, where to pull back from, and how everything's going. So when someone comes to me, this is the one framework you got to understand. All right, it's called the jet engine approach. And think of a jet engine. You have 4 distinct layers, phases. You have cold air coming in here, but you can think of this as traffic from any social network, anywhere where you can buy advertisement, or anywhere where you can measurably get traffic from. That hits your ads, or I should say, the traffic comes in. That's everybody on Google, but you're going to siphon off the people, the demographic, via ads and through an ad management system, whether that's Facebook, AdEspresso, Google AdWords, Bing, anywhere. That is going to tell you, in general, the temperature, the type of the demographic of people coming in. That traffic from your ads is going to hit content, and this is going to compress the type of person that you're trying to seek out from this crazy world, and even still the average person. You know, there might be 1 million people searching your topic. You get 3% of them to click on your ad. Only a subset of those people are going to be relevant to you, looking for your service, your product, and then you have to convince them of what's going on. So the next step is this funnels it in, is opt-in. This is the initial spark. The first sale you're ever going to make is buying someone's email address or contact information in exchange for something valuable. This could be a PDF, this could be a video training series like this, it could be a coupon, a free device, just pay shipping, anything. It has to be enticing. It can't be, it has to be a clear perceived value. And then once they get added to once they opt in, they get added to an email sequence, and they get emails automatically, sales emails. This process is what everybody uses to succeed in forever, okay? And it'll maximize your ad spend, and there's an extra layer which you could maybe think of as the nuts and bolts that keep it together, which is an attribution system. ATTRI. Right? And it tells you how much you're paying, where are people going, what's going on. But this really, when you translate for the tools you're using, is called a marketing stack in real terms. So you might have at least 5 pieces of software that you're using to manage all of this activity. That being your attribution. So, here's an example. The 2 simplest systems you can use. Any given, in 2015 right now, in 2010, there were 150 ad tech solutions, ad technologies, marketing technologies. Today, 2016 I should say, over 5,000. So knowing what to pick is really challenging, because when you're looking at your ad management system, there's hundreds. When you're looking at your content management system, there's hundreds. When you're looking at your opt-in management system, there's hundreds. Your email management system, there's another set of hundreds, and your attribution system is another set of hundreds. So those iterations, those variables that you can constantly iterate and figure out, it's almost infinite. It's too much to know. So keep it simple, keep it tight, keep it laser focused, keep it working, okay? So the 2 of the simplest ways you can do this is Facebook or Google AdWords. They're an ad management system. You can manage your ad buy, you can manage your creative, you can manage everything you need to put your ads through in there. Your content management system, keep it effective. WordPress. Over 20% of the internet is made on WordPress architecture. Google grew up cataloging WordPress. Everyone knows how to type a blog in the back end using WordPress. It's simple, it's fast, it's effective. Your technology will never replace good marketing. No matter how expensive of a service, of a software as a service you're using, it'll never outperform someone who just knows what they're doing. Remember that. Automation will never replace good marketing. For opt-in management, I use Instapage. For email management, I use MailChimp. And for attribution management, I use Google Analytics. Okay? Free. This costs $150 a year, tops. Instapage, $150 a month. This is the most expensive one. Let's put it in terms of monthly fee. I'll just call it $20 a month. MailChimp, depending on how many people you have, max, huge list, $250 a month. This is at scale. Google Analytics, free. So we're talking 3, 4, under $450 a month. Can get you a fully automated, highly automated, fully integrated, very optimized marketing technology stack that will outperform anything you buy. You go to the major CRM, email automation competitors, they're charging you $2,000 a month for just the software, and it's so complicated and has so many bells and whistles, they're going to offer you integration partners, integration solutions, setup consultants, all this bullshit. You don't need it. It's crazy. This is at, I should say, for 100K subs. 100,000 people on your email list will cost you $450 a month. It's at scale. I mean, that's the average startup. You're making tens of millions of dollars if you have hundreds of thousands of people and you have thousands of, if not tens of thousands of subscribers. So this is the major framework. It's a jet engine. Cold air comes in. It gets filtered. It gets compressed. It gets ignited. It gets directed to sales pages or your, call to action. I'm going to go into more detail now. Okay. And this is the technology you can use to do, I literally do this for our clients, and you can do it yourself. It's not insane. The key is, this has to integrate with this. Every piece of technology you use here has to be able to speak to every other piece, either through one software that integrates with everything or individually, and that's where you get into trouble. So if you really like, you got this crazy proliferation of marketing technologies, and you want to put in something fancy in here, or something for a specific reason. Well, you better make sure it doesn't mess your Facebook ad traffic. It can talk to this guy. It can talk to this guy. Everything has to integrate. This set of softwares all integrate together. And therein lies the power. Because in a jet engine, you take one piece out, the whole engine breaks down. So a lot of people will say, oh, I spent $5,000 a month on ads. We didn't get anything. Where were you sending them? What were people seeing when they got there? Was there an opt-in offer so you can get a positive return on that investment into your ad spend? What were they being offered in the email series? Was your analytics set up properly so you can measure everything, right? And you could even say, I should be honest, Google Analytics is part of it, but I use like Dasheroo also for my clients to see what's going on, and that's like $19 a month. Oops. So I have clients, I don't show them all this stuff, I put all the info on the dashboard so they can just see it very cleanly and beautifully, and that costs $20 a month. So what do I get paid to do? If my costs are $450 a month, why do I make so much money? I'll show you why. Because this is an iterative process. You have to go step by step, one step at a time, build your ads, understand your ads, understand your content, understand your opt-in, and understand your emails. And then when that's all done, you have customer acquisition cost, you have product market fit, you have a customer acquisition system that's automated and it can scale. You have all sorts of stuff. You have content for years for your blog and your organic channels, and you have peace of mind. You don't have to spend all day trying to generate customers. You have a baseline of customers coming in that you can modulate with your ad spend. So let's get into that. Okay? There's a lot here. It's really powerful stuff. Everyone should be doing this. And if you're not, and your competitor is, you're SOL, man. So I break my work up into several phases. Phase 1 is customer acquisition analysis. I call it CAA. Okay? And I look at Google AdWords, Keyword Planner, I look at Facebook Audience Insights, and that's usually it. This will tell you the majority of America, the majority of the world. Let's just leave other PPC social platforms. Google and Facebook provide you so much customer information. You can find out what people are searching for, where they're searching for it, how competitively they're searching for, what language they're using. And I put this into a demographic, a breakdown, a PDF that says, hey, listen, these are the places we're going to target, these are the keywords we're going to target, this is why, this is how much they spend, this is how much they don't spend, this is where their cities are located. You can get a cross-analysis from Facebook and Google. These are the keywords we're going to avoid because this, that, and the other, and these are the opportunities that lie in front of you. So, once you know that, you go to phase 2. Let's just call it phase 2. Ads. So I will run ads, let's say, for a week, and I will test daily. And I will look for, I will know what the benchmark CTR is in my industry, and I will evaluate daily. So I will run an ad for an existing client of mine wants to expand their onshoring business of call center business, their US-based call center business, and so I will run ads for their demographic. But let's get one that we can go a little bit deeper into. I have a new pen I want to sell. I will target people that are searching for my product directly on Google, see what comes up. I will target people that are searching for office supplies, see what comes up. I will collect a set of keywords that I want to go after and a demographic. So a keyword list for Google and a demographic profile on Facebook, and I'll start running ads to them, and I'll see what are they looking for. I'll run an ad for a week and see how it does. I will know what my benchmark CTR is, so that when I have an ad, that's my benchmark CTR. So click-through rate percentage. I will know when an ad in day 5 does much better. And I know that all my ads did better or worse. And I will measure, oh, that's the one I want to keep. It would be more like this. If you're looking at a week, this might be day 2, in fact. And I'll say, boom, winner, winner, chicken dinner. When I go to week 2, these winners come in, and I do the same thing. And I run ads, I run ads, I run ads. Now I know I have kind of a new benchmark, 2 new benchmarks. And I'll see, can I get anything above this? Or are they all in here? Maybe I... That's not quite right. Maybe more like this. Right? Well, I know last week, this was the winner. Winning ad, let's call it A from week 1. And this will be winning ad B from week 1. And then I know that this ad didn't do as well as this ad. I know this ad did the best. So this is going to the winner. These are kind of, that's less interesting. This is less interesting. This is interesting. This is interesting. So maybe I keep that, maybe I don't. See how I feel. But these and this one go to week 3. If you can see that. Right? And I keep going, and I keep going. And over the course of a month, I will figure out the most winningest ads available. And I will find, say this is winning ads. This will be winning ad 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Maybe I've ran 50 over the course of 4 weeks. And this is my CTR. And my benchmark for my industry is below here. Because I want things that do better than average. I don't want average. Average is losing. Above average is good. Way above average is winning, to me. And I will find out the headline for each one of these. Should be a little less slanted, right? Let's say it did that, and this guy did here, and this guy did here, this guy did here, and this guy did here, right? And then I look at the headlines, and the headlines tell me what these people I'm targeting, these demographics and keywords, care about. That tells me what the market demands, what the market wants from us. Now let's see what they really want, whether or not they know it. This is discovering what the market in its own language is looking for, but still we have to make a sale to figure out what the market doesn't realize it wants in its product or service that it's looking for. So this goes to phase 3. Landing pages. So in this simple format, landing page is both content and opt-in. In a more complicated format, the content would be a blog post, a video, or whatnot, and in there would be an opt-in. But we want to, this is usually where we're starting. So we start from here and then we expand out. So then I'm doing winning ads to landing pages. I am testing, I'm matching headlines of ads to headlines of landing pages, LPs, and I'm finding best opt-in. Alright? So it's the same thing. We know which ads are winning, so we send all that ad traffic, we stabilize that part. We kind of have this is, if you turn the jet engine on its side, this is the ad section. We know what ads are doing well. And then we're looking for content and opt-in. This is kind of combined. And we want to know what format people care about, what their social proof they require. We want to know as much as we can, but we also want to know what opt-in they care most about. What is going to drive them to give us their contact information? Is it going to be a PDF? Is it going to be a web training? Is it going to be a free product, a coupon, free shipping? What is it? Once we know that, we have the basics of product market fit. This is kind of your product, or represents the most base form of your product. This is your market. This represents an accurate view of your market. And when we have people opting in, we have product market fit. What aspect of the market, what part of the market cares most about what part of your story, what aspects of your product? If I have this pen and people care the most that it's eco-friendly and recyclable, and it turns out that teachers want it, then we have a situation where we have product market fit. If it turns out that scientists want a pen that is hard to, you can erase with a special solution, that's a different product market fit, right? And that comes down to the use case. Everything is summarized in there. If teachers want the whiteboard to be as clean as possible when we're done, that's different than a scientist or engineer or whomever wanting someone to not be able to erase their work overnight just to do their job, or to be clean, or to be orderly. So finding that out is really powerful. Once you know that, you can build from there almost anything. From there we go to phase 4, which is sales emails. And this is where money is made. So if I'm selling B2B or B2C, this looks different in each case, but here we want to build an email list. We want to remove the middlemen that own different social media platforms and regulate different social media platforms from us and the customer. When you have an email list, you get to speak to your customer for practically free. Whenever you want, tell them anything you want to tell them. Nobody can say anything. They can unsubscribe, but you don't have to pay Facebook every time you want to show them something. You don't have to pay Google to retarget them in another website. You get to build a relationship, and this is where brand building really comes in. And that email list is your number one asset, because you can resell to them. When someone buys and they get added to the buyer segment of your email list, boy, they're VIPs. You treat them like gold, because they are hundreds of times more likely, hundreds of % more likely to buy again from you than a total stranger. So very important. We want to build an email list. We want to build our brand. What do you stand for, man? Why should someone care about doing business for you? I'm here to grow startups. What are you here for? I'm showing you everything I'm doing. Is it going to help my competitors? Of course. Good. They can validate my market, and I can be perceived as a thought leader because I'm training the industry on best practices. Is it going to help you? I hope so. You can do it yourself. And when the time comes you don't have any more time to do it yourself, you know I'm going to do it 10 times better and faster. So give me a ring, right? You build your brand by building value. Right? Don't drop your prices, raise your value. Don't give people so many discounts, raise your value. Stop racing to the bottom and commoditizing yourself and your product. Raise your value. You want to make a goal, you have an income goal? What do you have to add to your services until people pay that fee? Think about it. How do we build value through email? Well, you can, you know what? First and foremost, you do this. It's called teach first, sell last. You're never going to have 100% of the market. You're never going to do business with 100% of people to talk to. Therefore, a large percentage of people are going to leave. Over, 50%, if you're crushing it, are going to leave to someone else. Help them make that decision faster. You can only do business with a subset of the population anyway, and you have an ideal client in mind. Talk to them, help that unideal client find the better solution for them. For some people watching this video, it's going to be freelance work. It's going to be outsourcing labor. It's going to be their cousin. It's going to be Accenture or some giant firm. Go! I don't care. I want to talk to people that understand who I am, get my value, don't give me a hard time for doing things my way. Right? That's a subset of the population. So I'm teaching everything, and I'm sending links. I'm sending you away from me. Show you what other people are doing. Show you why I'm different by comparison. By positioning yourself, as an old mentor of mine said, you're repositioning other people, right? And you have a single call to action. Focused CTA. Should I show you my template for winning emails? Why not? This is how I do emails. Simple, effective. You can always build off it or throw it away. 7 emails. First one is immediate. With that great opt-in offer that they want. Get them to click and open that email so that you're not spam instantly in their thing. And then 7 emails in 1 week. Every day for a week, I'm sending you something. Value. Link, PDF, training, interview, tool, resource, discount, anything I can. I want to help you out here. In the bottom of every email, you can do it just real simple. Image, 1 paragraph. I mean minimum, you can always type more. And your signature, and then PS, CTA. So, hey everybody, here's a great video on, here's a great website that you can join as a member to learn more about Facebook funnels and so on and so forth. That's something I find valuable, and if I was starting from scratch, this is where I might start for certification. PS, if you want to skip the line and just work with the best, schedule a call with me right now. Right? The CTA is twofold, or there's 2 ways to go about it. There is B2B, and there is B2C. B2B is call scheduling, talk with a sales rep, a consultant. B2C is, hey, here's a sales page, here's the purchase link, let's make money right now. Let's transfer some funds right now. Value, and then after that, I go once a week. Now, if you're thinking, what am I going to send them once a week? This is where you start investing in your organic game and your blogs, and your content play, your social media content. I'll get into all that later in other videos. This is the first step in knowing you have business coming in every day. but not everybody is going to be accessible on Google, Facebook, these platforms. You got to start going into content creation, social media content strategy, and your digital PR strategy, and PR if you want to go crazy and waste all the money. But that's the gist of it. At the end of this thing, you get what I hand over to clients is a complete system, so I know what their winningest ads are. I know what their winningest landing page looks like and offers. I know what their winningest opt-in offer is. And then I know the order and the content of their winningest emails, because I A/B test, A/B test, A/B test, rapid, iterative prototyping is the only way to do marketing in 2018. Now, when I hand that over, they have a complete system. They can use it on my servers, so they can copy and paste it into their servers. They know what keywords to go after. They know what targeting to use. They know what headlines, copy, or creative to use. They know where to send that URL. They know what the web page, the landing page looks like, the color scheme, the headline, the graphics, the length. They know the opt-in offer. They know how many fields are best to request. Just email and name, cell phone number, so on and so forth. They know what that product is, that opt-in offer. Is it a PDF? Is it a video course? They have that. And then they know the emails. They know the first email. They know the second, third, fourth, seventh. They know the content of that. They know the call to action, and they know where to send the call to action. It's a complete customer acquisition system. And when it's set up, and they either keep it on my servers or put it on theirs, it's automated. They turn on their ads. A percentage of people are going to see their ads. We know that. We know what percentage are going to click on their links, their ads. We know what percentage are going to go to the landing page, opt in. We know what percentage are going to open their emails. We know what percentage are going to click the links in those emails. And we know what percentage are going to make that call to action. Ultimately, we know what percentage are going to pay for that product or service. And then we knew how much that cost in ad spend. So we have a customer acquisition cost. I dropped a customer acquisition cost from $160 to $27, targeting 6 million people globally, automated. You turn it on, you want to spend for every $30 you spend, you're going to get one customer in a 60-day window. It was different for their 35-day, whatever. Right? It's not overnight, but people are going to work their way through. And when the time is right, they're going to reach out to you, or you collected their email, their contact, you can reach out to them, offer them an incentive, so on and so forth. You know what product market fit is. You know what people want and who wants it. Right? And then you can go to the rest of your market. This will probably capture, a percentage, a small minority of your customers. Because every time, only 2 to 5, 6, 7% are clicking on your ads any given month. So you're going to have to run that over and over and over again, right? So the next step is social media strategy, your content strategy, and also your digital PR, positioning yourself. You do all three of those things, that's the 3 services we provide. You're going to saturate any market. You're going to get in front of any competitor. You're going to talk directly to your demographic. You're going to make a deep connection with them. You're going to build a brand because people are going to actually know you, care about you, and then when the time is right, want to do business with you. So, that's it for now. There'll be, depending on where you see this, there'll be a link to opt in for the PowerPoint version of this. Feel free to do that. You're going to have to join my email list for that, and you're going to have to learn a lot more about customer acquisition and the jet engine marketing process. So that's it for today. I'm Arash Amini. Thank you so much for watching this video, and take care, folks. Keep growing your businesses.